C sounds. Ha. Okay. Ha. All right. Sorry, guys. I did that sound. So I am going back to what I just wanted to explain. So okay. So welcome. So just to let you know, I'm a little bit late today with the show. That had nothing to do with preparation, etc. But somehow the let me say the network connection to the computer didn't work out correctly. So that meant that for some reason my cameras just got blank right like 5 minutes before showtime, and I just needed to figure out what was going on. And that took some time, hence the reason why I'm a little bit late. But we can start this show. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today is a special episode where we try to figure out, what I did last week. So last week there was not a show, and today we will be talking about what I did last week. What I will do is that I will bring you behind the scenes to a full musical production that we did with about eight people. So eight, yeah, a production crew of eight people. So that like four cameramen, two camera assistants. I'm gonna explain to you what they did. A producer. And a audio engineer. So that's basically what and a coordination guy. So that was what we did last week. I see my mom is in. I see Scott is in. Welcome, everyone. As we are already past the time, let's just start the show. And welcome to the show. Welcome to Petrus Music Condo. We are going to do some awesome stuff today. And first of all, before I start the show and talk about it, I want to welcome my mom and Scott, who are in the chat room on Facebook. And if you're on YouTube, I actually can also see YouTube starting today as well. So I finally got things around so that I can actually see both of the sets at the same time. Which I think is really great, and I had to switch it off. So, anyways, so I'm also paying attention to YouTube and to Facebook. So last week I was not having a show because we had something really awesome going on in Venray, the city where I live here in the Netherlands. And what we did was that we created a production, a live music production, 1.5 hours of a concert that the military, the Air Force did, the Air Force Orchestra, I would say, did here in Venray. And that was, the reason for that was that they were celebrating their centennial anniversary for, being there and working, to free or make safe the Netherlands or Europe for that matter. So, which was really great because obviously the mayor was there, a few officials were there as well. So it was actually a very cool thing to do. And what also was fun was that it was actually a combination of a few organizations. So first of all, yeah, the Air Force, the orchestra of the Air Force, which I don't know how to say it in English, so that's the reason why I say it a little bit awkward. Then we have the city council over here in Venray. Then we had the public radio and TV station, but we also have a commercial TV station over here in Venray. And the city council said, well, we wanted to do something, but we want you guys to work together. So we were a little bit forced to work together. But hey, we are a city of roughly 50,000 people, and so why do we have two television stations, right? So that doesn't really make sense. So that is the reason why they decided to try to get things organized as much as possible. So how do we approach these kinds of productions? So first of all, obviously you want to understand what is going on, right? What are you going to record? So is it going to be a live stream? Is it going to be live on television? Is it going to be recorded and then maybe a day later or a week later or something being broadcasted? Looking at the amount of budget that was available to us, it was decided by our city council that going live on TV on both TV channels was too expensive, and so we sat together and yeah, we decided basically that we would record it on Saturday and broadcast it simultaneously on both channels on Sunday, so one day later, so 24 hours later. Um, so that was taken care of, and we had some discussions on what kind of gear do we have, and we turned out to have four cameras, two in the back, two side by side on the stage, and also a audio guy that got the audio from the orchestra together with some ambient noise. And then, of course, you have a coordinator and a producer. And next to the four cameramen, we had also two assistant cameramen. And their job, actually, I did that job. It's actually, even though you might think it's not important, it is really, really important because those guys, or in this case, a guy and a gal, actually were responsible for the safety of the cameraman, for the safety of the people that are surrounding the cameraman, because the cameraman is looking through a finder and he's not able to see everything that is going around him. Also, they are responsible for making sure that the cables are neatly tucked away every time. So because the cameraman wants to go everywhere, and you need to be giving him that possibility to go to places that he wants to be. So that was very interesting, and I hope that you like this kind of information. Hey, Scott, welcome. So what I did back that Friday, actually the day before we, no, Saturday morning. Sorry. So in the Saturday morning, I actually went live on Facebook to show you guys what was going on. I'm gonna start that, and you may have a very short time that you hear double. That will be fixed. Just give me a few seconds, okay? So let's delve into it right now. So this is the podium that we were going to have. It's already very big. Music is in the air. That is the slogan. And we are now going to the other side, and then we can see the cool cameras that we have. So let's go there. Looks nice, yeah, Jane, it is really nice. So these guys are working for us. Hello. They're doing all kinds of nice camera work, as you can see, with two cameras at the end. And we have two cameras also on the podium. And now, actually, I can flip the camera now, and I can actually show you behind the scenes, which is really cool. So let's do that. Let's go behind the scenes. Look what is going on the podium, on the stage. That's the that's the English word. Going up in a few minutes. So we have actually. Now we're going there later in the stream, but here we have station that I work for, and we have some cool gadgets over there as well. We have a pop-up store. Let's go up behind the scenes. We're upstairs, so this is behind the scenes. People are getting ready for their... And this is one of our cameramen, Anton. Anton, everything okay? Yeah. And they're working here. The street is beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, this is Venray. It's actually very nice indeed. So let's go a little bit further. People are still working on getting things done.
Ja, ik zie er denk ik gewoon bij. En de rapportanten zijn er ook.
And on this side we have our fourth cameraman. And they're still preparing some stuff over here. There you go. They're working. I'll just let them be. And we're going back to our studio, our temporary studio, which is right there. Let's do that. Almost down. Love the behind the scenes, Jane says. Well, yeah, I love it too. It's really beautiful. Actually, I'm going live also in Dutch in a few minutes. But let's go in here. So this is our temporary studio. And if you look here, we have our audio setup.
Hello.
This is done by Eric.
Hello.
And there you can actually see what he's looking at. So this is going to be the program in a few minutes. And he's recording it on his computer and on a stick, which is right there indeed. And now we're going to the other side to see Vic and Hank working on an ATM switcher. And that looks really cool. We actually have 3 cameras now, but we will have 5 cameras at the very end. So that is cool. That is cool. Okay, so that was it. So you can really see that we had a very big set going on. We had a lot of different gear that we used, and I would also like to show you what we did, what we actually recorded. So in a few seconds I will do that, but let me first check if there's some comments. Maybe you want to know some information on that, and I don't want to go further without checking if you guys want some information. But that's not the case. But that's fine. So that is roughly what we did on a technical level. So what actually happened was that there was a 2-hour show later that evening. They started with some medals that they were giving away to military that did an awesome job in different countries for our safety, etc. And then they started the show, which was a mix of, let's say, classical music, but also, I would say, more the popular music. So we had an Armin van Buuren, we have Peter Gabriel, we had all kinds of really, really awesome Augustrian, what? That's a pretty strange name. An orchestra version of that, so of those songs. Let's do it like that. So, and I thought it would be cool if you like to let you hear what they've done with a medley. So I picked up like 6 minutes of audio, which I thought was really cool, and you can actually see the audience going out of their minds. Well, okay, they are a little bit older than the typical audience, but they were still, jamming and having some fun. So let's go into it. Yes, and we're back. So that was about 6 minutes of, well, in my opinion, awesomeness in the sense that, of course, Michael Jackson is cool, and I thought that they did a great job of getting people organized and dancing in the streets, which was really cool. I saw people joining us. Today we had a special behind the scenes of what we did next last week. So I explained to you guys exactly what we did, what kind of gear that we used. You had a look around, an exclusive look around, and you actually had a 5 to 6 minutes preview of 1.5 hours. I'm not going to stream everything, but those two songs really stood out, and I really liked it. There was a nice ambience to it, so I decided to do those two. I hope that you really enjoyed it yourself. Indeed, like my dad is ready telling Tanya, it was a really awesome registration, awesome production. That was one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today. Next week we'll try to get somebody on board. I need to find out who has time. I have not yet an interview. Otherwise, I have some other things that I can discuss with you. Also, one thing that was an idea of René Christman was that we actually have now this one a PlayStation a playlist, Petrus Music Kano community playlist. I have to admit, it's only one. Sorry, there's only one song at this moment. It's also called One, which is totally the first one, which I really liked to add. But you are also more than welcome to do some changes. I almost forgot to give a special thanks to these people right here below. So Stephen Campbell, Jordan, Renee, Geeks Life, Echo Tapper, you guys, and I'm sure that I forget somebody at this moment, but you guys here below are the roommates. They have decided to support the show by giving a small amount, $1, $5, $10 per month, to support the show. If you want to support the show, then head over to patreon.com/Petros Music Condo. I will repeat that. That's patreon.com/Petros Music Condo, and there you can select whatever you want to, want to give, and much appreciated for that. That is roughly it for today. Again, thank you very much for watching. If you just joined us, no worries. Just go back and please, please, please share this video, because the more the merrier. And I hope to see you in good health next week, because now I have a little bit of a Barry White voice, and it has everything to do with having a small cold. But hey, that's the way it is, right? Okay, see you around. Bye.